Saturday. Did you know going into the game that you were going to be so involved with the offense?
Going through spring ball and fall camp, I kind of started to get a little more comfortable, I guess, getting more reps in practice, but I was just ready for whatever, like when it comes to the game, anything can happen. You never know when your number's going to be called, so really I just tried to get with Coach Jerry as much as possible so I could be confident in what I was doing out there and I could go around and play full speed, so I was excited to get out there.
What's been different for you this year versus the previous year? Chip brought up your name a couple of times here and there, so I was just wondering what your development's been like.
Yeah, it's been really good. The strength staff here has been great. Coach KB and then Coach Jerry. I think when I got in last year, it was just a lot adjusting. We got a lot of really good athletes here, and the playbook is a little bit more complicated than what I was used to coming from Penn. And so yeah, I think as I've gotten more used to the speed, I think I've gotten a better grasp of the offense and things like that, and really just developing myself, working as hard as I can, just trying to get faster and learn the plays, I would say is the biggest thing.
You were doing a little bit of lead blocking, it seemed, on some of those plays.
Yeah.
Is that something you're comfortable with, and is that something you take pride in, doing your blocking?
Yeah, for sure. That I feel like blocking is one thing as a receiver you can always control. It really just comes down to like a want to and a will. And so I know that a lot of times that could separate like what could get you on the field versus not on the field. So ever since I got here, really I've really focused on that. It's not easy to block, but it's more so a mindset, and once you commit to it, you can get the job done. So that's something I definitely take a lot of pride in.
You were drawing a lot of attention for your route running, I think, in the spring. There were some little hype videos about your route running. Is that something that's always been a strength of yours? Is that something you've really had to dedicate some time to? Or
I would say I've been coached. I've been very fortunate to have some good coaches throughout, even from high school. I feel like when I got to college, I was pretty prepared in terms of like route running and stuff like that. There's been other parts of my game that I've had to fine tune, and even coming here, like I am still improving a lot. Like there was some like hype about the route running and stuff like that, but we got a lot of really good route runners on this team. So like I'm always constantly picking up little things here and there from some of the other guys. I'd say you can never really arrive as a route runner. Like you can always be a little bit quicker and a little bit more deceptive, things like that. So definitely something I'm always constantly trying to improve on and work on, for sure.
Speaking of route running, what's it like to watch Jay Michael out there, the way he just can get open with all his gifts?
Yeah, J. Mike is definitely one of the more special players and receivers I've been around in my career. The thing I would say about him is everything seems really smooth and effortless. He never seems like he's running too hard, but I can assure you he is running very fast. So definitely trying to learn from him and a lot of other guys in the room. Trying to get better, keep up with them. I feel like we got a lot of good guys in the room that are pushing each other. We got a lot of young guys that I feel like as an older guy, I'm trying to push them and bring them up too as well. But yeah, we got a lot of good route runners. J. Mike's definitely up there.
He also seems interesting in that he's kind of like, as talented as he is, he's also very quiet and like, I'm assuming, right? It's an interesting combination, right?
For sure.
Is he like that around you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got a personality. I would say he's not like the quietest, but he's not also super up in your face about it. Like when you meet J. Mike, you wouldn't think, oh, this guy's one of the top receivers, and Pat, whatever. Yeah. It's kind of unsuspecting. He's got a good like sense of humor and things like that. I feel like you just gotta get to know him a little bit and get him comfortable.
What's the funniest thing he said?
Funniest joke? He's got some jokes. I would say him and Jerry have some. The receiver Jerry have some good little back and forth in the receiver room. Stuff like that. I can't really think of a specific joke though.
Now, go ahead. Now 2 days removed from the game, and for you personally and just the receiver room as a whole, what have been like the takeaways from game one of the year?
Yeah, I think we did a lot of good things. Game one, obviously, there's always going to be a lot to learn from. Coach Jerry had a lot of little corrections for us on details. So one thing we really preach a lot about in the room is details, because the quarterback's relying on you to be in a certain spot at a certain time, and a lot of that comes down to the details of your route. And so there's a lot of stuff as a room we can improve on. But yeah, we're just getting back out here this week trying to get that right for San Diego State.
Details entail, like, is that like making sharp cuts on a route, like timing?
Yeah, a lot of like depth, making sure you're not cutting stuff short. stuff like that. Timing.
What's the competitive nature of the reps like with the other receivers, being part of such a deep receiver?
Yeah, everybody wants to be out there, and I feel like everybody believes in themselves, and that's something you need as a receiver is confidence. If you don't believe in yourself, then it's hard to get others to. So it's definitely a competitive room, but at the same time, we all want to see each other succeed. I can say genuinely, like, I want to see everybody in the room this year improve and hopefully get on the field and contribute to the team. I would say that there's not, like, we do a good job of leaving what's on the field and then supporting each other in the locker room and when we're out here as well.
How do you rank speed in that receiver room? Where are we
Like
going?
a list?
Yeah. I want top 3.
We got a lot of guys who can go. J-Mike, obviously. I could name a bunch. Braden, Keegan, Josiah, Cam Brown, Titus. I mean, I would literally name the entire room if you let me stand here and say everybody. But yeah, I'd say everybody's hit good speeds in the training, and we have a great sprint program in the off season. I think everybody got faster this off season, so we definitely got some good speed in the room.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Ron.
Sure. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks.
How was your first game of the season?
It was pretty good. I felt more comfortable compared to last year. I know the playbook more. Everything is just comes to me faster. The game is slowing down a little bit now. Getting more used to it, and I felt pretty comfortable out there for the most part. It was a great experience.
What did you think about how the time is split up between yourself and Carson?
I feel like it was evenly split. We both did our thing. Coach Foss holds a high standard for the whole room, and I feel like we met that standard. Well, we obviously still got like more things to clean up, but we did a great job on that. So.
Could you feel the kind of less number of plays out there, like in terms of how many reps you were getting, but just the overall offense not getting as many plays as they have in the past due to the new clock rules?
Not really. I feel like I had a decent amount of plays, and I did what I could with them. Yeah, honestly, I did what I could with the plays I had, and I feel like I got a good amount of plays. So pretty happy about that.
It seemed like you did a good job of driving defenders back on contact. Is that something you pride yourself in, not going down and pushing back, basically?
Yeah, that was. I would say that's like one of the things I worked on this off season. Just being stronger. Just being more physical. Just the more physical aspect of it. Just lifting more weights, stuff like that. Just getting prepared to take on bigger hits this year. So. Yeah.
Is that something you look forward to, finishing a run by just driving through a guy? Is that something you're looking for?
Yeah, my goal is always to be facing forward and falling forward if I fall down. So, yeah.
I think your mom tweeted out a photo of you before the game, or
oh man.
Deep
You
cuts.
saw it then. Can you talk about her influence on you and kind of, I guess it's kind of like, your journey. She was appreciating your journey. Basically.
Yeah, man. My mom, she's everything. She's been here, like, just, my motivation. She's my role model from the start. Just her raising me and my sister. She set a great, standard and example of just how to, keep pushing through things when things get hard. So, yeah, my mom always taught me just how to, be a leader and stuff like that. I really love her. So, yeah.
Working with two different quarterbacks, how does that affect you as a running back?
It really doesn't affect me that much. I feel like whoever's out there, whether it's Guard, Dante, or Schlee, just we gotta just do our job as a team and as a collective in general. So whoever's out there, we just gotta stay focused and do what we need to do.
Speed wasn't a problem for you last year, but you definitely looked a little more explosive out there. Could you feel that? And what was that like?
Yeah, most definitely. I'll say I felt a little more twitchy this year. Big thanks to Coach KB and the strength program. This off season, we had a great sprint program. Yeah, that definitely helped all the guys on the team get faster, I'll say. So that's been a big help to my game this year.
Awesome. Thank